We are on.
Have a seat.
Ah.
Have a lay, have a pew.
Oh, it's attached to the bed already.
What's that?
There you go.
Well,
You can intro it.
welcome to Growing Pains. We are in Mikasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my studio. We try filming from here, see how the flow goes, see what the mood's like, different settings, different vibe.
It was time for Growing Pains to have a refresh.
Yeah, Growing Pains to go through the long Growing Pains.
Growth.
Hashtag growth.
Hashtag 38.
Yeah. How have you been?
How have I been?
Since the last pod.
Lots has happened. The retreat. That's so much that comes from that. Did you forget we went on that?
No. I was thinking back to which retreat. What was it?
Well, we went on a retreat.
Yeah.
Did we facilitate one of the last since we recorded?
That's no.
Shit, yeah, we've done loads since we last recorded the pod.
How many weeks was that ago?
That was like a good 3-4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
So we did a private retreat in Glastonbury.
Yeah, it was, someone hired us for the birthday party.
Yeah, that was really good actually. And it was really cute because she did her poems at the end, but whatever.
Yeah, which was new. I didn't think people would do something like that. Just hire a couple of practitioners to facilitate and essentially have us, what would you call it? What type of day? A wellness day.
For your birthday.
For your birthday, invite your friends around, which was new.
I felt sick. And we had a great time facilitating.
Yeah.
Although I think we could have got more into our somatic movement at the end. I think people were a bit resistant.
Yeah, that's the thing with stuff like somatic movement. And do you know what it is when it comes to that? I think of it as a lot of forced fun. You know, some people are more expressive than others. People dance more than others, they move more. But when you get dragged up to do sort of classes, I think it's just forced fun. And like when you're at a wedding or a party and people come to your table and get up and dance. Like if I wanted to get up and dance, I would be dancing already.
Yeah.
You don't have to force me to have fun because that's what you need to do. But that aside, that's why I think a lot of people don't get into it. It's like, well, I won't dance anyway, so I would get into it now and start moving around. So I do get it. It was even a retreat we went to.
Yeah, that happened a few times.
Last week.
I wasn't there, so I can't say anything.
You don't act like I'm a carnival and said dusty wine everywhere and that. But where do you go with it, you know?
Well, maybe that's what they wanted to see. But yeah, the retreat was full on. There was a lot of realizations, there was a lot of learning, a lot of growth, a lot of growing pains, a lot of expressing in other ways that I didn't expect, let out a wailing, scream, and some breath work. That was full on and very, very life changing, honestly.
Yeah.
I realized a lot about my capacity to love, basically, but it was also to do with like women and how they hadn't been able to before, which was mad because I didn't realize my body was holding that. But yeah,
Still holding that.
Was holding. After the tonsillitis I had, after the breath work, I think it's fully out of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I've understood it now and integrated the lesson, which is what work is all about. It's understanding and integrating, not just having the awareness. You know?
Yeah. I'm sure. I think for me, what's that, a fourth retreat that I've done with them? And I don't know, that's probably the first time I've fully received on it.
Yeah.
I think before I was going to either learn or I don't know, it was just different. Last time, obviously, I went, I was facilitated. So that's kind of it. Didn't really go into something like that in the facilitated mindset, not there to kind of receive, so it's like everybody else. Whereas this time, even though I was facilitating, I kind of said to myself, you know, for the other 2 days, I'm just going to go and receive. Because I don't often go to people's sound baths or breath work or anything like that. It's only me facilitated for other people. So it's nice just to sit back and have a couple of days for yourself. And I think the first time I did properly, some big shit.
Breakthroughs.
Well, that's somatic. I didn't even know what it was. Dance on the first night.
Yeah, it was somatic movement.
Yeah.
Which I totally missed.
It was weird because it was moving mixed with meditation. So sometimes you was up, sometimes you were down laying on the floor. Or I don't know what stage it was. So I think I was doing the moving, and Lauren comes behind me, starts moving my hips, like trying to get me to whine and that, so I'm like, "Oh, whatever." But then, I don't know, everyone were getting called into the middle, and then I think Uma went to me, Luke, and I was like, "Oh, yes." And then Lauren was like, "Come into the middle." So I was like, "I'm not dancing." She's like, "No, you don't have to dance." So I got into the middle, and everyone just stood there, just like that.
Doing what?
Sending me some vibes,
Oh,
seeing
sending
me
some energy.
doing something. Just like, just stay there and receive it. And I'm like, cool, that was that. So I did that for a minute or two, and then we've all gone to lay down. So I've gone to lay down, and I think she's guiding us through some type of meditation, speaking to us. And I've obviously met little Lou, and he was just like, just laid there. Just laid there next to me.
Cute.
Just chilling. So I thought, oh, well, at least it's here, he's not hiding away, showing up. So I was laying on the floor, just speaking to him, just comforting him, and just being there, I'm glad you were there. But he weren't moving, he was still. And then, next thing I know, I felt like I was there for about 20, 30 minutes. Next thing I know, people are like dancing around me, almost kicking me. What the fuck's going on? And then, I think then what was cool, but then that was what's going on down, you just laying on the floor and everyone's up dancing around. And then she's like, it's just like you're frozen in time. Just all sitting by myself, just like in the same position I was in.
Yeah.
Sort of fetal position. But said I was frozen, and I was like, kind of just, not in a bad way, just stiff, just frozen. So that's interesting. So I had to like, okay, that night of why is just this still.
Did you get to the root of it? Has it integrated since?
I think so, yeah. Just scared to come out of my shell, which is a fitting metaphor because a day later. Yeah, because he felt like it was encapsulated in an egg, like in a shell. Hence why I was just laid there in the fetal position, like in the womb. It was weird. And then the next day, what was that? Breath work on Saturday.
No, it wasn't. Well, what did you experience then? I'll jog my memory of what it was.
So there was that the Friday. There was what happened this Saturday?
Saturday was. Oh my god, I can't remember. A lot happened.
Conscious, the communication thing. So.
Oh yeah, the solar plexus stuff.
Yeah,
Oh no, what?
we were sat round and David's like, right, I was going to find a partner or something like that. Like, don't go with someone familiar. So obviously we'd be sat next to each other. It was like, we could go together. That no, it was too familiar.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, who can I go with? And then Cougar and Logan's met up, come together, and I've been like, no, swap. So I jumped in with Logan. So basically, next time we just sit back to each other and just have to feel each other's presence, each other's energy, and that sort of thing. So I'm sat up. And then they was asking, like, how is everyone feeling? And everyone was like, oh, I feel great, I feel supported. And I'm sat and I'm thinking, is he just pushing all the way onto me on purpose? Like, why is my lower back just killing? And then was like, oh, I feel great. And I didn't say anything. And I feel uncomfortable. It feels really heavy. And then she's like, moving. I'm like, stop moving. And she's like, I don't feel right. And I'm like, yeah, because you keep moving. But she's like, what do you feel? And I was like, I feel a lot of weight, a lot of pressure. Literally, it wasn't even up here normally. I think I feel pressure. It could be obviously your shoulders. It's some more lumbar region, lower back, and it was really aching. Like, I'm not trained for a couple of days, so it can't be that. I was thinking, she's just pushing all the way. But I felt a lot of pressure. And she's like, what is the pressure? And I was like, that's a good question. I feel pressured to support you. She's like, well, I don't need you to support me. And I was like, I understand that, but you come into my space and you're sharing your weight with me, so I feel responsible to carry the majority of the weight. Whatever the reason that say that is, whether I'm the guy, so I see the woman, bear the weight or whether it's just how it is in partnerships or relationships with anybody, I feel like I bear most of the weight. Which, like, that's interesting. You started digging further into it of just me feeling pressure in relationships in general, which I've always felt, especially when it comes to a normal relationship between me and my partner. I've always felt pressured in that, just to either live up to an expectation Well, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
To live up to an expectation. I think we spoke about before, probably one of the first episodes we've ever been speaking about how people have expectations in relationships. You know, before I couldn't fully be myself. So I'd always be the person that they wanted me to be, if that makes sense. And then obviously you've got the mass breaks. So I guess a lot of that was coming up. Where it's like now, you know, I don't need to have pressure and pretend to be this person.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I just went like that because I had a realization of this the other day. I haven't even shared it. So came to me while I was doing a yoni thing. Just FYI, I very much recommend them because there is so much wisdom in the womb. Oh my god! well, maybe it might be partly the stick. I don't know. So what came to me was this. So it was on the topic of pressure, but we know that men in relationships don't feel good enough, generally speaking. And that's often coming from what the woman is putting on them. But a lot of the time, women aren't aware that they're doing that. They're doing that often because they need something that they don't even know they need, which I'll get to. So I was looking at, I don't think I started on pressure. Basically, when you do your only things, you just sit and you receive the information, yeah? Like, let the body tell you what's present. Go on.
We'll talk about what that is afterwards.
Okay, because some people are probably doing exactly what you're doing right now. So, okay, we'll get there. So, my point is, sat there, let the body show me what was there, and something came up about relationships, and then that's why, because that was the same day I was recovering from my tonsillitis after the breath work. And it's funny, so I was talking to Laura about, what? I was talking to Laura about how, if you know you get like acid reflux, it's apparently energetically words you haven't spoken that are burning through you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that and I was like, okay, why is it showing up in my throat? And obviously I screamed my heart out during that breath work. So I was like, well, that makes sense. And obviously a lot of the realization in the breath work was about my feminine ability to love, etc. So I was thinking about that. And then the second day of my recovery, I had it only on my right side. So I was like, okay, so there's like this whole balance communication going on between my masculine and my feminine. You're smiling at me like you know what I'm about to say. So I will get there, but it's still integrating, so it probably is not going to make much sense. But we'll get back to the pressure thing in a second. So inner masculine and feminine are communicating. The inner feminine was like, oh, I'm pissed off at my inner masculine for not showing up for me and protecting me and not guarding me when I should have been. And so that, as a result, has made me pissed off at men. Because now I'm like, because I couldn't protect myself, my inner masculine couldn't protect. I've let another man externally to me take the piss out of me. So then, between the inner masculine and feminine, it was basically the masculine was saying what men had said to me before, which is I didn't know how to lead, I didn't know how to protect, I didn't have an example, all these other things. And then the feminine in the end was just like, it's cool, I get it, now I see it because you acknowledged it. But prior to that, it was the feminine expecting the masculine to show up. Mm-hmm. And then one of the things the masculine said was, I know this sounds so psycho, by the way, but this is coaching. I coached myself for it really well, actually. I was very proud. But the inner masculine said something like, I'll prove it to you. Like, I get it now, I'll prove it. And the instant response from the feminine was like, you don't need to prove it, I know you see it. And then I realized that's where the energetic pressure may be coming from, is my own feminine to masculine, like, you need to prove your point. You need to prove you get it. But then he's like, okay, I'll do everything I can to prove it, meanwhile putting himself under pressure. Or she's putting him under pressure. But then actually, my whole point of this is, if women could find the inner balance of how to show up for yourself with each part, they would probably put a lot less pressure on men. Yeah. Because now they know if something happens, the inner masculine, the inner protector is there regardless. So it's not going to be a matter of you having to then put the onus on the man.
Yeah, seek it through your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What fucking realization. Yeah. I'm so happy with that. I don't know where I got the next day. I was completely fine. Well, I say completely fine. I came here and I was really ill again. But basically, a lot moved through my body. And I think a lot of it was energetic awareness. And I've been holding this pressure from where I don't know where from, and now I realize why.
Yeah.
And it's also like the conversation that then the inner masculine feminine had is every conversation I've ever had with a man. The difference was the masculine showed up to take the responsibility of it, which we also had conversations about before too. But yeah, mad realization.
That just come down then. What do you remember? So, with this while you was steaming,
Yeah.
is it just like a bowlless toilet that you sit on?
It's the toilet.
Or do you put it in the toilet?
So you can put it in the toilet or you can get a seat. I haven't got a seat. So you literally just boil up the water with certain herbs that bring out or cleanse the yoni. And then you put it in a bowl.
Right, do you know what I imagined? Do you know those aromatherapy things that you just steam that?
Oh, yeah.
I thought, imagine you just sat over one of them, it's just like...
It is basically that, because the steam coming off the bowl is insane.
I know, but it's more directed steam.
Yeah, no, this is more like...
Yeah.
It stays hot for fucking ages as well.
A business idea for you, just get constant steam.
No, that would burn the yoni.
Maybe like
steam directly up there. It's not
maybe like 60 degrees heat or something. I don't know. Something. Let's go back to the conversation.
Sorry, we got sidetracked. Where were we?
Just feeling the pressure.
Oh yeah.
So then what happened? I thought we had to turn around and face each other.
Yeah.
And then she was like, before then, she was like, oh, what are you feeling? I was like, some pain in my chest. Which were, funny enough, grief. And she was like, well, what are you grieving? And it was just one of my exes. About what I did. And I was like, right, that makes sense. But as I was, she's like, well, she was like, oh, I went same Monday, told me to write a letter. She's like, okay, well, say what you need to say. And I'm like, okay, cool. Started saying it.
Did you do the letter?
Yeah.
Did you send it?
Yeah. What's that?
Sorry, I sidetracked you. The same one you said to do the letter to, what you read.
Yeah, I did that. So as I was speaking it out, obviously, the partner that you're with, you're connected to anyway, energetically. So as I was speaking it was something that she needed to see as well from her exes.
Yeah.
So obviously everything just came at the right time. But as I was doing that, I felt like I was trying to birth this egg out of my chest. It was like that thing of Aliens 1, you know, when it pops that stomach at the end. Bit of mad chest pain, which I've not felt in a while like that. But it was just stored emotion, trying to get out of the body, out of the chest. But it actually felt like half an egg were cracking and something was poking out of it. I'm like, oh, this is painful. And then after that, went into the trust fall then, and started with a Saturday. So I had that lump in there on Saturday.
Skirt over the fact that I carried your however much weight you carry.
I'm like 16 and a half,
So why were you so worried that no one was be able to catch you?
You didn't say no when I said you. I said what if she drops me?
Did I?
Did I? And
did I drop you?
No, you well. Thank you very much. And that was pretty much it for the Saturday. The Sunday we did our sound session, the woods.
Yeah, that's good. The horses.
Horses came up trying to tramp in on people. One of them horses were crazy.
Yeah, they were rescued, so.
All of us.
Well, most of them, I think.
Yeah. Let's look up some content for that outdoor sound bath. That show was really good.
Yeah, it was sick. So that was the retreat.
Well, then we need to the breath work.
Oh, you're going to sorry.
For me, obviously, I do breath work quite a lot, so it was interesting to see what I was going to get from it. Oh God, it was like 100 degrees. So I was breathing, my mouth was so dry to begin with. About 5 minutes in, I thought I'm going to literally get up and go get a drink of water.
Yeah, I thought the same.
So every time I was breathing, I was trying to like swallow and just wet my throat a bit, but nothing was going on. It was rough that. I was getting bit by ants, so I thought I should have to breathe through.
It was so powerful. So powerful. Shout out to Immersive though, because it was not just a normal breath work, it was full immersive experience.
Blindfold.
Music.
Floor. It would be guided as well. So why it were good. There were like three.
It
was on the floor. They were like, I could hear like 3 people talking over the mic. Could hear people releasing and stuff going on.
It was good though because you could hear the release without it kind of distracting you.
Well, 10 minutes into it, I could hear people screaming, so I turned mine up, and I could hear the volume getting louder with people on it, but it made it quieter.
And screaming quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it found out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started doing that, breathing through as I do. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a few breath holds, so I did 3 breath holds altogether. Just as well to retain some saliva. Honestly, it was so hot.
I know, I was there.
But yeah, it's, for me, the breath work was just standard. Vibrations, body moving, nothing connect.
No, but you had the whole.
Oh, what am I going on?
Yeah, what?
This is a long 45 minutes, but what was happening? So, in the breath work, we did the first breath hold, didn't feel anything. Started breathing through again, I started getting another pain in my chest, and I started, not a pain, but I could feel something sort of on the left side on sacral, right with the sacral. So I thought, right, so this is probably more of the chest that's trying to come through. Started breathing, put one arm up to try and release it and move it somewhere, so it was just getting more tight and tighter. And I thought, I was moving a bit. So I thought, there's something here as well, so maybe put my other arm up. That'll release. So I'm literally breathing on my arms. Stay quite still. Obviously, the energy started moving. I just try to think where to go.
It's your story.
Energy started moving, which was like the rest of the egg that I could feel the something breaking out of. I don't think it fully went. I still think there might have been like, it felt like there was a portion left at the end, but that chest bit started moving through. Back up it. God knows what that sacral thing was. It was just like a ball. It didn't feel big, but just felt like I knew something was there.
Who knows? The divine knows.
Yeah. That was it for me.
You're so nonchalant, it's hilarious.
I'm trying to remember.
It was impactful, let's just leave that.
A lot happened.
A lot happened and a lot was shown and a lot.
We definitely breathwork experience. Yeah.
But what was funny was the egg thing that you said. Do you remember the thing that we found under the tree?
Oh yeah. Busted the egg. So I don't even know what it was. It's like a
It's basically a 3D mandala.
yeah, it's like a geometric model you can get, and you can move it, and it can make sort of a flat circle, a 3D circle, a decagon, and other shapes. But it's it's quite hard to explain actually. It's outside.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found it, and we realised it was the egg.
It was broken. We used it for the sound bath. I put it out. We realised we left it, so we both went back to find it. It was broken, but then it was left.
Something was birthed. Yeah, I definitely birthed a few things as well. But anyway.
Definitely birthed. Could hear you through the headphones. Well, you was next to me, but could hear you through the headphones.
Yeah, it was intense. But a realisation I definitely needed. And it was like all the pain, historically, of all women that could never be soft in love.
Have you seen the best cry ever? And it's called The Worst Cry Ever on YouTube. So it's 2 black guys that sat there in America. And then one of them goes to the other something like something. Like, I still love you, man. And yeah, it cuts to this other guy, and this black guy just sat there and just goes, they start screaming like that.
What are you saying? That's what it sounded like.
That's what it reminded me of. People know what I'm talking about. From these Worst Cry Ever. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I sounded nothing like that.
I didn't show you the video.
You totally just skirted over my beautiful lesson that I learnt there.
No, I'm just letting you know what it reminded me of.
Yeah, but did you hear what I said before you said that?
Yeah.
What did I say?
the lineage of the women in your family haven't been able to make that decision. So
No.
you carry the grief and the pain of it.
I did not say that. I said they've never been able to love softly.
Yeah, that's why.
No.
So softly in what way?
In what way?
Yeah.
They've always they've had to. Well, this is a very common thing for women: is that they have to love like a man. So they have to be the protector. They have to be harsh because the man's not showing up. So they're not allowed to go into the softness, the vulnerability, the emotion, the truth. They can't go into the truth because the man's not showing up. So they have to be the man and the woman. So there's no time for emotion or vulnerability or truth or connection. It's like, you're here, you're my partner, let's just get on with life. It's that kind of energy. And also in that, it means that they can never step away because there's no bravery to step away, which was the key that I took away from that session, was that the life you want is on the other side of your bravery.
So what's the issue with that? Are men just behind at the times, or are women thinking just men that aren't ready and available for them?
Oh, there's so many things. Because we're looking at generations, so we're looking at older generations. So the patterns are different, meaning that maybe they had to do more, they had to be away from home more, or whatever. So they were going to be more absent. So the woman's going to have to feel like she has to do two roles anyway. But also, it's the emotional availability of the men before, which is obviously changing now.
Yeah, it's mad as well, because you think about my mum's generation and mum's mum before that, it was World War I and II, wasn't it? So when the men are going off to the war, the women are taking on the masculine role, looking after the kids and doing all this stuff.
Yeah. But some of it has been patterns like that, but then what continues is the emotional lack. So like the system might have changed where they don't have to be away physically and go and do all that stuff, but the emotional immaturity or lack is still there in men, or has been there in men. And this is what we say all the time, why the world is the way it is, because it's men who are trying to fight for power and whatever else. And they don't have the love at the core.
Yeah,
so
demonstrated it.
Yeah. But then what's mad about that is that to demonstrate it, you need a woman who's in her softness to show you it, but the woman can't be in her softness because the man's not showing up. It's the yin and yang every fucking time. So yeah, it was a realization that all women before me have wanted to love softly but could never, because there was no safety for it. The softness couldn't show up. But also in that, it's what you said, is it the man that is just not, sometimes it's the system and what we said, but also it's sometimes the men just are choosing not to show up. So if it's the men choosing not to show up, why have the women not stepped away? Because the bravery hasn't been there, or the security hasn't been there, or the safety hasn't been there. There's no other option. Like, I can't leave this relationship. And then I realized that takes a fuckload of bravery. So to love with your whole heart is a really brave thing.
Yeah. So is that bravery side of things a masculine trait?
Do I think bravery is a masculine trait?
Yeah.
No. I think both can be brave in different ways.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, obviously, the guy's not showing up, the woman has to be masculine to be in that relationship to work. At what point are they going to use that masculine thing? Do you know what? This isn't working for me. I need to be brave and be strong.
This is the thing I was saying with the inner masculine and feminine, because if that inner masculine is found, then you know when your time as a woman is to go, I need to step away, protect myself like a man would. So because if women are looking for their men to show up and they're not, it's because it's reflecting a part of your inner masculine that also isn't. Which is mad.
Okay, so someone just said that now. Someone's just watching our podcast and they've heard that now, but they don't really know much about mindfulness.
How do they access their inner masculine?
Yeah.
I got asked this question yesterday. And there is so many answers to this question.
A new bit. Just splits on.
Yeah, it's so hard because it is.
And they've been like, well, he's not showing up for me, so how am I not showing up for myself?
First of all, everything's a mirror. So if you expect someone to show up and they're not, it's mirroring something in you. Just know that. It doesn't even matter what part of you it is. Just know there is something. That's that bit. The next bit is, it's so hard to answer that question in terms of like, this is how you access your inner masculine, because you can't just go, hey, inner masculine, I haven't met you ever in my life, let me find you. It's going to have to come through a process. And that's this process. I've never been able to access that for 7 years.
Okay, 7 years. Could someone write down what masculine traits are, female traits are, and say what part of these masculine traits I'm lacking within me? I think I'm lacking.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to first know what a masculine and feminine trait is.
Google.
I mean, sure. Let's go with Google.
Start somewhere.
Start somewhere.
Start somewhere.
And just look into what yin and yang is, like your balance, what that even looks like.
Yeah, because I've done that before. I was like, I need to be more in touch with my feminine, so I need to do more creative things or playful things and that side of things. So I've done that. So I'm straight. I'm like, well, don't do that. So start doing that. See what it does.
Yes. On the flip side, a lot of women are going to be naturally in their masculine. So if you relate to the masculine traits,
all of them,
then you're acting from a place of having the masculine lacking already.
This is juicy, this. So if I got the female ones down, the male ones down, and see which side of the pendulum you're on. But be honest, because if you haven't exercised any of these traits in the past 6 months, you're probably not that.
Like, yeah.
You can't be like, 10 years ago, that's on feminine. Like, no.
No.
If you use these traits in the past 6 months, this is where you are.
Yeah, and femininity isn't what we class as in society. It's like, oh God, it's so many things. It's actually like softness. Like, I don't know a lot of women that are soft, unless they've been doing this work. A lot of my non-coaching friends are so not soft. Like, they're hard grinds. They have to make sure they're achieving all this stuff. It's we've said it before in an episode, the independent woman thing.
Boss bitch.
Boss bitch, that's the one I'm looking for. If you resonate with that, get out of your masculine, please. And I'm saying that from the pain of knowing what that is. Because when you're in that, it's like literally powerhouse, don't need a man. It's so wrong, man. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Yes, so wrong. So yeah, if you're in that, it's like you're trying to show up as the man and the woman. And you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. So it's not a matter of just going, I'm going to choose to be soft. We have to actually go into why are we that in the first place, enter coaching.
Yeah, so it doesn't creep back up or just like that.
No, it's more because if you don't understand the root of why you're that, you'll never be able to get out of it long term. So you'll have moments where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be feminine or whatever. I'm going to pause all the grinding for a bit and then it'll come back. And you'll never be able to, break the pattern.
It's not going to be a default base setting, is it? It's always going to be.
And when we do that individually, because it's such an importance to this, just not rather than just going, oh, I'm more feminine. When people do that, like you become more balanced, I become more balanced, everyone becomes more balanced, the fucking world becomes more balanced.
Yeah, everyone benefits from it.
Everyone benefits.
That's why everyone needs to do the self-work. It's like being part of a football team or something. If every individual player is great, the team should be good.
Yeah.
But if only 2-3 players are good, like, what's the rest of the team going to be shit? We're relying on those people all the time.
Yeah.
So even if you're the one person in your household doing self-work, everyone's going to benefit from it.
Yeah. But you have to do it for yourself first.
Yeah.
You can never do this work for someone else.
No, that's where resentment comes into it and all sorts of things, isn't it?
Yeah. That stuff. And also, on that topic, this might segue nicely into our couples coaching vibe. What did you say you need to share about that?
Keep talking.
I asked you a question!
So we're going straight into that, is that what you mean? I thought you was going off to say something about something else, and then...
No.
You kind of just went diverted up with me. So what do you want to say about the couples coaching?
Yeah, because...
And I was be like, so what we're talking about?
Okay, all right, we'll come back to that then. Carry on talking.
You were talking.
We're not saying
you divulged off.
I diverged because you said you wanted to tell.
Yeah, I said at the beginning. I went mid-conversation saying that.
I think we've dived into fucking a depth in that conversation. So I'm saying this is a nice time to go, hey, this is what we're doing now.
Cool. Start again. I'm ready for it now.
You know what's funny is that we're not going to edit it like we usually do.
I'm ready for it now.
Okay.
I'm ready for
this is a nice time to talk about what we're doing now. Would you like to share?
Yeah. So, what has a spine?
Wait, where are you going?
Oh, I'm not doing the nose. See, we're meant to start with that, weren't we?
No wonder you were so lost. I'm talking about the couples coaching.
Yeah, we're going into it. So we're going to start doing couples coaching.
Yes.
What's that involved, Steve?
Oh, you just throwing it back at me. Oh my god. Right. So clearly Growing Pains is going through some growth. And one of the things that we keep helping people with at the moment is the yin yang couples dynamic.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I want to start this podcast, I've always struggled with relationships, so I'm like, you know, when he's speaking about it from a guy's perspective and just put out their struggles that we go through. But also, if you look back at that, all other guys go through the same struggles, things like you. Okay. Breakthroughs, communication with people, and they really benefit from it. So we thought, you know what, is this the right way for Growing Pains to go? Because ultimately, when you work on yourself, what is it you're looking for ultimately? I think, personally, for me, it's to attract a partner, have a family, live that life. So it's like, instead of just doing individual coaching, why don't we bring, but sets of people together, hands together, and do it that way? So, if your relationship feels on the rocks, coming to an end, or you don't know if it's the right thing for you, come and speak to us and help you divulge and see if it is the right relationship for you. And if it is, that's the biggest thing. Is it the right relationship for you? How many people are settling? How many people don't leave, don't break up? And the thing, you know what? I wish I'd have done this sooner or done something sooner.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple of times myself, where I've stayed in something longer than I should have done. It's like, well, if I had someone to speak to and to learn about or to know, I might have left earlier and all this other stuff. It was a big thing for me.
It's mad because as you just said that, I realised I used to be that person that would say, which to some degree I still do believe, but I would say that every relationship can be fixed. I didn't think that there was fundamentally two people that just couldn't work together. Is that how I'm trying to say it? Basically, I believe that if you put your work in, anything can be fixed.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and it just takes you to look at yourself. So that's what we were doing, taking.
But that is true to a degree, but the result isn't always going to be that you stay together. That's what I'm trying to get out, because a lot of people think that if we just work at it, we'll find a way and we'll stay together. But sometimes working at it means realizing we're not supposed to be together. Which is why people go into couples therapy and counseling and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, we've come in with clearly a goal of getting this better. But if it can't work or there's a misalignment, because therapy and counseling are not going to really help you see that. They're going to go, let's help you compromise.
Yeah.
Let's find
not a solution, but
compromise. But really, we're saying it should be alignment.
Yeah.
If it's not aligned,
meant to be is meant to be.
If meant to be is meant to be, and if it's aligned, it will work.
Yeah.
But even in the fact of, because I'm thinking now, because we've spoken about this a lot, is can somebody who's doing the work and not doing the work, can they align or whatever? But that in itself is a misalignment. So you can't outwork that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the key is not compromise, it's alignment, which is why I think part of why we was talking about couples coaching, because it's something we've seen, experienced.
Yeah.
And there's like a key to the couple's success.
Yeah, and I keep going back to, I know for a fact people settle, especially a lot of guys settle as well. If you don't want to settle, you want to just find your soulmate, innit? That's essentially it. Like, do you not want to spend the next 50 years with the right person rather than the wrong person?
I actually
50 years is a long time to be with someone and not like them. It is though. Do you not think? Have you ever met somebody you don't like them to begin with? So imagine that developing over a few years and you just stick with them.
But sometimes it's not even that you don't like them. It's just that you like them enough to stay, and that's so sad.
But that's even worse because you don't like yourself to go.
Yeah, you don't like yourself enough to
You don't love yourself enough to thrive, but you like them enough for you to stay. And it's like, that's sad.
Yeah, it's
so when you look back in even 3 years.
Yeah, it's mad. That's what I was about to say, is that people don't actually realise the alignment that is possible. It's like, oh, I found the person. We say this all the time. Found the person, we'll settle, we'll get home, whatever. That's love.
Yeah.
That's not love.
Also, if you can't find that and you are struggling, a big part of it's down to your worthiness. You don't think you're worthy of a good, happy relationship.
Yeah.
Or to be treated right, or to be loved. So you will settle. So it's not the person you're with, it's how you feel about yourself. If you're in a relationship that's not going anywhere, it's how you feel about yourself, not about the person you're with.
It's always about yourself. It's always about
If
yourself.
you want to know what's wrong with yourself and why you...
No, not what's wrong.
Why you settling?
The shadows, not what's wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I think to myself, what's wrong?
Yeah. Wrong. But yeah, we're going to start introducing that. Oh, we are now. We should just we've birthed it right now.
How long have we been on?
45 minutes. See, this is the key. This is the key. It's flowed like water.
Bit of waffling.
Bit of waffling, bit of storytelling, a bit of coaching as well. And I think some real fucking gems of advice too.
Yeah.
Good.
So I always knew it was me. I just didn't know what part of it.
Yeah.
You know.
But then you get people who don't even know it's them.
Yeah, I knew it was me. But I didn't know what part meant.
Figure myself out. Yeah. So if you want to figure yourself out, hit us up. Because you have a package, you have a journey. It's very different to couples therapy.
Yeah, it's what you'd
couples
expect as well.
counselling.
Yeah. And by the end of the 12 weeks, you'll know exactly.
Am I supposed to be this person or not?
We're laughing, but it's not funny. It's quite serious.
But at the same time, it's so light too.
It is because you don't understand how many people settle. It's mad. Then once you do 2-3 weeks of self-work and talking about yourself and actually what you want, actually, this person it's not that.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Do you know what we can relate it to is like when you fall in love or get with somebody when you're like 15, 16, you have no idea what your needs are. And then as you grow and change and you realize your needs are different, the person you're going to need is different. And it's discovering yourself on a deeper level to the point where like, I didn't even know I had this need. So therefore have this person fulfill that.
Yeah. Perfect. I like that. Because of what I experienced before was with my ex for 7 years, and after 3 or 4 we started going that. We became different people, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Especially when we met at 21 and you're gonna go apart from when you're 21 years old to you're 27. You have to become different with this. People just naturally grow. And
if you don't, you're doing the most unnatural thing, which is not growing.
Yeah.
Growth is the most constant thing that has to happen. If you don't, if you're in a relationship and you haven't changed or grown or whatever, you're stagnant.
Yeah.
That's settling.
Yeah.
There's just so much wrong with that. Unless you're with a person who's happy to do the same.
Yeah.
In that case, you're aligned. Great.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. We need those people. We need those people. But if you don't want to be one of those people, here's something.
Yeah. If you don't feel fulfilled.
So that is a nice little nutshell, I think.
Yeah.
So let's end it on something real light and easy. Do you have a riddle? So we usually do bring a random item. We started doing bring a random fact.
Yeah.
And then we realised that we both love riddles. So let's bring a random riddle. Bring a random riddle.
I forgot. What gets wetter as it dries?
So.
Like I've got some harder next time. Is that what you were going to say?
No, but that is such a simple one.
Using it over the hardest one you've ever found?
No. This ain't hard at all. Well, it is kind of hard, but it's also very easy when you read into it. Where have I just written it now? Okay. Yeah, I think you've heard it before. 30 cows in the field, 28 chickens. How many didn't?
10.
No. 30 cows in a field, 28 chickens. How many didn't?
It's a joke or a riddle?
It's a riddle. It's not a joke. It's not meant to be funny.
That's why you're laughing.
Because your face, you're so confused. And I was just like, Tao.
He was like, what?
I'm saying I got your one so quickly.
Yeah, did you know it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you got it so bad.
Go on. 30 cows in a field. 28 chickens. How many didn't? Think about what I'm saying. If I break it down too much, it's going to be so obvious. 30 cows in a field. 28 chickens. How many didn't?
How many didn't what?
She's going to make a great reel. 28 chickens.
Yeah.
I've never seen you so lost for words. It's actually hilarious.
21 chickens.
28 chickens. Think of that sentence on its own. 28 chickens. What does that mean?
It's 28 chickens.
28 chickens.
Yeah. So if there's 30 cows
Yeah.
and 28 chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many didn't?
How many didn't what?
You just said it.
Eat the chicken.
Yes.
10.
2, motherfucker. 30 minus 28. Is it just because you couldn't do maths? Or you didn't know your answer? 30 minus 20 is 10, minus 8 is 2.
Why would you minus the 8?
28. Oh, I fucked it up. Because I'm doing
See, you have to put up with.
good time.
See what we have to put
Try
up
this
with.
next time.
It's going to be a good reel, this. I hope it recorded that.